Hello everyone, welcome back. Bienvenidos. ¿Cómo han estado? How have you been? I hope very well as we are starting this new school year. So this vlog we are dedicating to talking about prepping for the school year. And it is actually a collab between 5 other channels of mommies that homeschool. Okay, and so we are all talking about the same thing today. And so go check out what they have to say, because of course we all homeschool a little bit differently. I focus a lot on languages, of course, and then we all focus on different things, different curriculum, different ages of the kids. Mine are pretty small. So if you just want to hear other mommies and see what they are doing, go check out their channels. So their channels are, I'm reading it so I won't forget. One of them is Chips and Salsa. It's a team of 2 moms, and they do a lot of things together with their kids. They're pretty neat. Go check them out. So Chips and Salsa, Precious Years, Momma Schmooze Reviews, super cute, Project Happy Home, and A Common Life. So the 6 of us, as far as channels, the 6 channels are collabing this time and talking about the same thing, prepping for the school year. So the first thing is curriculum, right? And even though mine are young, they are 4 and 6, this is actually the first year I'm using an actual curriculum. So before, for the reading, I used this book, and Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. It was amazing. So my 6-year-old, she just turned 6, she finished, and my 4-year-old is just now starting it. So that's worked great. But because at 6 years old, they start kinder, they're supposed to start kinder, I didn't want to miss anything like besides the basics, which sometimes I think it's enough, but still, I didn't want her to be left out if her friends were talking about, hey, do you know that? Blah, blah, blah. Like, my kid doesn't know everything. So anyway, we looked around a lot, and just so you know, we landed on The Good and the Beautiful, and I love their stuff. At least for this age, it includes everything, and let me show you. And I will put the links down below for everything I show you. So this is the book. They have many things, and I believe they have curriculum for up to like all elementary years and middle school, I believe. And they have a math curriculum and all that. But this is their level K. This is for kinder, and they don't exactly match the grade levels, but it's so great. Like, we love it. Already it's not very busy, and this includes phonics, reading, spelling, literature, grammar and punctuation, and art appreciation. And we love it, and it's so beautiful. Let me show you. So as far as art appreciation, after so many lessons, they'll include a piece of art, and I will read. They include a little excerpt that I can read to them about the painter, where he's from, and da-da-da. So anyway, it is beautiful. The Good and the Beautiful is beautiful. We love it so far, and it comes along with their reading, which of course, because Camilla has been reading for a while, like she's almost done with it, and we just started the year, but that's okay. We have lots of books. And then for my little one, the 4-year-old, we also, from The Good and the Beautiful, there is a level K primer, and she's also kind of going through it pretty quickly because look, it has everything, and it's so pretty, and it goes over the basics, letter sounds, writing, lots of tracing. We do lots of tracing here because their writing is atrocious. Of course, they're little, right? But I'm just saying. And this was the little reading book for the tiny one, for the 4-year-old, and she's doing great with it. So little, and it's just so pretty. Anyway, so as far as curriculum, that's what we do. So as far as prepping, I just make sure, okay, what do I want to do for this subject, and just have everything ready, because I don't want to be scrambling at the last minute, right? Just in case you want to know, for math, we've been doing Singapore math for a while, for a year, and we like it. And I had the book to show you. I really did. It's right here. And this is what we're doing, Singapore math, and it has just a lot of exercises. They're doing addition, subtraction. She'll do a page or two a day. She likes it and it's fine. So we're happy with Singapore map. For geography, we do maps. We just do maps. We have a big old, and I'll show you our room later, but we have a nice big rug with the states, and we sing a song. Washington, Oregon. I'm not gonna sing the song, but anyway, there's lots of songs to help the kids memorize states, countries, so we do that, and it's a lot of fun. And then they'll color in a dry erase. These are pretty common. They are by Melissa and Dionne, right? So they'll be coloring. That doesn't look very nice because it's been. Anyway, you can see they color some countries, they're the ones they know. And you know, we like memorizing, we just do. So as far as curriculum, that's it. Oh, and for languages, we use these. Juguemos a Leer. So Spanish, I expose my girls to Spanish, of course, that's the main one because that's our native language. And Spanish is the only foreign language that I'm teaching them that I do want them to write and read, because I expose them to Italian, a lot of Italian, and now Chinese. We're beginning with Chinese, but I just want them to understand it and speak it. But Spanish, I want them to read and write because yes, because I said so. No, I'm just kidding. Because they have family, both, you know, their parents' families speak Spanish, write Spanish, read Spanish. So that one is very important to us. So if you're interested in that, these books are great. And I did have a hard time finding books, and actually these were brought to me from Mexico by my sister-in-law. Shout out to Gabriela. But they're very good. They're not very busy, and they start with letters and then words and then sentences and then stories. They're awesome. But I looked it up on Amazon and they're sold here. So Juguemos a Leer, I will put a link down there for you. And that's it. As far as tracing, I looked and looked, but the best ones that I found were just sheets from worksheets2print.com because all of it is tracing. It's all tracing. Even from the good and the beautiful and other curriculum, they have half tracing and then they have to write on their own, which is great for my girls later. But right now, they just need tracing. And so I'm gonna bind these. They already started, I mean, they're on letter E, and I printed the cursive ones for my 6-year-old, Camila. So, and I'm gonna bind them, and it's gonna be a book, not just loose sheets. So we're still in the process of doing some things. That would be a great thing that could have been prepped before this week, but I didn't. Okay, one thing I was forgetting to tell you guys is for science, I ordered the Kiwi Crate. I'm sure you've seen the commercials on this. They mail once a month a box with a project, with a science project, and it's pretty hands-on, and it looked pretty neat, and they have it for several age ranges. And so we ordered it, and we already received our first Kiwi Crate. I'll put the link down below, but here is what we created. It was so cute because it's a claw. You pull a string and it moves, and so it was really fun because we had to put nuts and bolts, and so they learned, you know, what this was, that this was a claw and how it works, because they did all this and they had to, you know, stick this on here and pull the string and all that. It was really cute. It came along that we also created a little pom-pom so they could grab, and so they included all the materials, and it didn't take forever. I thought this is gonna take all day, people are gonna be frustrated pulling their hair out, but no, it was long enough to create the whole thing. And I mean, it wasn't just given to you, like extremely easy. Great instructions, but it was short enough so everyone was still sane at the end. It took, I don't know, 20 minutes. Is that 20? Anyway, it was great. It was perfect. And so very happy for that subscription. So that's what we're doing for science. Okay, so that's correct. Another thing that I prep for is I have to think ahead of what the girls are going to be doing when I'm focusing on the other girl. And so for the little one, for the 4-year-old, I have these, and they have worked great with my 6-year-old when she was younger. So these are amazing. These puzzles, they help her with, you know, with the sounds and of the letters and the forming words. And this one is the same but with numbers, and then the actual thing, and then the word of the number. So she likes them and likes to work with them. And then here's the other one with just the letter and the word. So that's what the little one gets, either that or tracing. And the little one really likes tracing, the 4-year-old. And the older one, my 6-year-old, I'll give her, it's like the same thing, but creating sentences. And she just now started to use these and can use it well because she's reading the small words and tries the long words. And so she creates sentences with these. So I separate in little baggies, like the articles, and then another baggie with the verbs, another baggie with the nouns. So she'll work on that, and then this is another one. Now these, I'll try to put the links to these. This one has tiles of the letters and then the letters together that make a sound. Wait, I forgot what that's called. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and then they create words. This is really neat. I found these in a homeschool store. So I'm pretty sure you can find these in Amazon. I will look for it and put the link down there. But they work so great. And this homeschool store, the name of it is the Homeschool Gathering Place in North Carolina. And it was actually closing. I was there visiting. I'm in Texas, visiting my brother and his family. So I don't know if that store exists in other parts of the country, but I will look for it online. And that's it. So they'll get to work on those fun games, and they are accessible to them. I'll put them in a closet where I have all my supplies, like somewhere where they can just get it and play and put it back up. And that's all. Other things that I prep for the year is the room, and I'll show you the room in a little bit, and just make sure that it's comfy. As you can see down here, you know, there's got to be a spot that is comfortable and inviting, because we read in a comfortable place, not always at a desk, because what is the point of homeschooling if you don't take advantage of being at home, right? So just getting everything ready and accessible. I put all their books, by the way, in the morning. Once we start the school year officially, I have a morning basket for them so that they don't wake up and are just running around, or they want to turn the TV on, or like, no. So they have a basket. I keep looking down because I'm thinking, can I pick this up? It's kind of heavy. Well, like, that's what it looks like. And they have just fun books with activities, or if they have a favorite book from the library that they are reading. And when I say they are reading, I really mean Camilla that is reading. Because I'll have like tracing things for the little one. So Camilla's into these, the books, but that they have at the library, the Reader's Level 1, and she goes through them and she loves doing that. So they can grab that while I'm preparing breakfast, and because they are up early and they're hungry, of course. So for the 4-year-old, I have tracing stuff that she can work on, or whatever it is that their favorite coloring or whatever it is, we'll put in there. And that's it, just a comfy place. All whatever they're gonna work on for the year, and that's about it for us. Again, mine are little, and so I feel like I need less, because as far as supplies, we have it. I really went gung-ho on supplies for the last 3 years, so I have bins with notebooks and pencils and pens and colors and stuff. So I really didn't buy any supplies this year because I overdid it the past few years. Because they don't need much, because they are 4 and 6. So I really encourage you to check out the other 5 channels here, because they are really neat and inspiring. And they have more kids than I do, and different ages. As far as tips to get back into the routine of things, my tip is to ease back into it, because I mean, we all have different styles, but for us, like, I really ease back into it. We do the things that we did the previous year, so they're like, oh, it's school again, and they get excited. And Other things that I prep is their little backpack. They're little. They like wearing their backpack from their room to the schoolroom. They bring their backpack and they prepare their presentation. That's one thing that we do that we got from Classical Conversations Co-op. They always have a presentation, which is show and tell pretty much. But they have to state their name and be loud and stand up straight and talk about their favorite toy or book or whatever they want to talk about. So they prepare that and they get their snack and whatever and they come to school. It's really cute. So maybe at another video, another time, I'll talk about our routine and how we do it, and we say the Pledge of Allegiance and we pray and we have Bible time first and all that. Other tips that I want to give you for languages, which is what we focus on, is when they are this little, you don't want to do conjugations. If you are teaching a language, the best thing that works is immersion. It's always immersion, right? And so that's why, of course, mine pick up Spanish way better because they've been hearing it from the time they were born. So for Italian and Chinese that we are doing, really, the best thing that works are cartoons in those languages because that they have their full attention. And I know TV is not the most popular thing, right? It shouldn't be. They don't watch hours a day. So my prepping for languages is select the cartoons that I want them to watch and listen to, and then whatever I'm gonna do with them, which usually right now it's including a YouTube video from Chinese Buddy, and we listen to the song together, we go over the words, I say a few phrases, we have several books that we look at, and things like that. But it's a minimum. The main thing is me speaking to them in that language. So if you are speaking it, they will pick it up. Okay, so I encourage you to learn that Spanish if that is your thing, and if that is your language or a different language, really get on it and you learn it yourself so that it's easier for you and more fun for you to teach your kids. And that's about all I have as far as our school year. Let me know if you guys have any questions or tips for me if you have little ones, you know, what you did when your kids were little and that you loved. Tell me that. That would be awesome. This is our schoolroom, the entrance where the backpacks go, my spot, and their desks, which we will be getting new ones. It's right by the window. That's where our trundle bed is going. That's our US mat. And their books, some of their books. And then all of our materials are in there, so they have to, this is the basket where everything we're using is here now, and this is stuff we either not using at the moment, we have used before, or we'll use again. And this is where they have their boxes that they can access the flag for when we do our Pledge of Allegiance in the morning. They mark off the calendar every day, and that's what we do. That's our room. Small but functional. All right, guys, don't forget to check out the other channels of these mommies, and they have amazing tips. And keep practicing your Spanish or any language you're learning. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye. Nos vemos. I separated them. I've been homeschooling